Alright guys, I'm gonna try to make a video about something. You know, I've talked about how I've wanted to make this video before. You know, I know it was in part 9 of my Utopia Let's Play. I brought it up, which was uploaded on Thanksgiving of all days. And I don't know if I mentioned it in my community post, but yep, this will just be talking about how YouTube is just turned into a daycare center nowadays. I know I don't do rants very often anymore, you know. I love rants, you know. I do love doing them, and I do enjoy watching them, but sometimes I just don't get around to it, if you know what I mean, and I get like caught up in other things. So that's why I hardly do rants anymore. But so yeah, just keep that in mind when I say that, oh, I'm gonna do a rant about something, or oh, I may do a rant on something. Keep in mind that it could be a while, if ever. I know I've been wanting to do a rant on Shane posts for almost a year now, and I still haven't done it. Plus, I'm still thinking about how to make it exactly. So yeah, that's also one of the other reasons why I haven't made it. But anyway, yeah. And this will talk about COPPA, but it's not just COPPA. It's just other shit. Why YouTube's like this. So COPPA is not going to be like the whole rant, but it will be talked about. Matter of fact, I'll get into that first. Then I'll get into the stuff that doesn't involve COPPA, or at least I don't think it involves COPPA. But yeah, unless you, like, I'm sure anyone who's watching this video knows about the whole COPPA rigmarole. If not, then I don't know, then that probably just means you're new to YouTube. But you know, anyone who's been on YouTube since before like late 2019 when it was first announced, like they should know about the whole COPPA rigmarole. You know, what they do is they disable features that on videos that are like made for kids, quote unquote, or that they think are made for kids. And yeah, I guess it's the uploader's choice for the most part, but still, hell, it's not even always their choice. Like, sometimes, like, a lot of, like, videos just get auto-selected to, I guess you can say, to be made for kids. So it's not always the uploader's choice. And there are times where, like, videos will not be set to made for kids, but the comments will get disabled. Like, all through, like, as, like, you probably noticed, like, all throughout my Utopia Let's Plays, my Utopia Let's Play, you probably noticed my comments got disabled if you watched the videos, or at least clicked on them and looked on the comment section. they got disabled, and I didn't even bother freaking re-abling them, because number one, I didn't want to have to keep doing it multiple times, because there are multiple I didn't want to keep doing it multiple times, because like I have like 27, 28 videos, and I didn't want to have to keep repeating the same thing. And number two, like sometimes comments will get disabled again. Yes, I have dealt with this before. Sometimes the comments will just get disabled again. So that's why I didn't even bother with it. It kind of sucks though, because the only person who commented on well, I say commented, but you know what I mean. The only person who was able to comment was Green Ethan, because like, you know, he doesn't even have a YouTube account, so even if he did, like, he would have to like comment somewhere else. Either that, or if he did have a YouTube account, I would have probably premiered it instead. But yeah, he would like give his opinion on them on Wattpad, because not only does he not have a YouTube account at the moment, but the comments kept getting disabled. And let me tell you guys, that was not me. Like, I promise you, like, it was not me. Like, I didn't want to disable I didn't want to disable my Metopia Let's Play videos' comments. Like, I don't like to disable, like, the only time I would actually disable comments on my own choice is, like, Q&A videos, because I know I've done, like, Q&A videos before. I might do a reboot on this channel, because, like, you know, I haven't rebooted it since I, like, moved to this channel, and I made my other channel my live stream channel. So I may think about bringing it back, but I'm not sure. I'm a little apprehensive. But I may bring it back one of these days. Who knows? But yeah, like, what me and other people like to do is, like, when a Q&A is closed, like, we would disable the comments. That way we wouldn't get any more questions, and that would tell them that it's closed. And like, there's a more recent one. Like, let's say I released episode 1, and then, like, I don't know, a month later I released episode 2. I would disable the comments for episode 1. That way people would only go on episode 2. You know, I don't keep getting questions on old videos. I would just get them, like, on my most recent one. So it's not, like, all over the place. It, like, they know, like, oh, okay, please come here to comment questions and whatnot. So yeah, that's the only time I would, you know, disable comments on my own. Other than that, it's YouTube's doing. Believe me, if it wasn't for this COPPA nonsense, believe me, I would have had the comments enabled on my Metopia Let's Play episodes. And hell, it's even the default. Like, allow comments is the default. So it's not like going to that option will help anything, because, like, despite it being on allowed comments, the comments will still get disabled. It's just bullshit. I mean, like, if it's not made for kids, you'll still have other features, like being able to add it to your playlist and, like, mini play, but comments will still get disabled if YouTube detects the video as made for kids. It's just fucking stupid. Yes, I get that Nintendo is like, you know, caters their own kids and whatnot, but number one, that doesn't mean adults can't watch them too and like comment. And number two, that's no excuse to disable them. Let them be open. Like, who cares if it's made for kids? Oh, there's pedophiles out there. Oh, people will cuss. I mean, I get it. Pedophilia is wrong. Don't get me wrong, but they're going about it in the wrong way. Number one, parents and guardians need to control their kids. Like, we should not be getting punished because parents and guardians are too lazy to control their kids. Like, you know what? Like, YouTube shouldn't even really be for little kids. Now, I mean, for like teenagers, yeah. I mean, I'm okay with, like, you know, teenagers using YouTube, but little kids shouldn't even really be on YouTube. If they want to do all this COPPA stuff, they should have done it on YouTube Kids. Which I don't know if they do or not, but if they didn't, then it's freaking backwards. YouTube is meant for 13 and up. And then if it is made for kids, it'll also disable being able to add it to playlists and mini play. Now, there is another way to add videos to your playlist if they're made for kids, but it can be inconvenient and frustrating. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, the comments, like, I kind of get what they were trying to do, but it's still stupid. But, like, playlists and mini play being disabled is absolutely fucking bullshit. I can't understand that part if my life depended on it. So yeah. Now, do I think COPPA is necessary? Do I think it should exist? Yes. You know, COPPA is good for websites that are made for kids, but not YouTube. If anything, they should have an OPPA or an AOPPA, like a AOPPA, Adults Online Privacy Protection Act or something, because YouTube is not made for kids. It's made for adults and, to an extent, teenagers. But yeah, YouTube is softer than a fucking feather. I could just talk about it forever. Like, it's just so frustrating. I know it's been going on for 3 years already. Wow, yep, time flies, but there's just some things that will always frustrate you, no matter how long it lasts. And I apologize about my chair. It's very squeaky. But yeah. And anything else to say about COPPA? Nah. But I do remember them, like, using scare tactics on us. Like they were threatening us with fines if we didn't mark our videos correctly. It was a freaking disaster, guys. And I did a rant about this, like, on Plotagon. I don't think this has anything to do with COPPA, but don't you guys hate it when YouTube constantly reminds you about a video being age restricted? I don't know why, but that drives me insane. You have to. Now, when you're on your phone, like, it's a little bit different, but, like, oh my god, like, let's say you watch YouTube on an Xbox. I don't know about other home consoles, but I mostly watch YouTube videos on my Xbox, and, you know, sometimes I watch videos that are age restricted, but it's just so annoying when it keeps giving you that message. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get it right now because I don't remember what it says exactly. I don't remember word for word. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to, oh, okay. I can't switch my camera, but I'm talking about this. Do you want to play this video? This video may be inappropriate for some users. And then it'll say, I wish to proceed or cancel. And it's like, I get what they're trying to do, you know. They're trying to warn you about, you know, the content, you know, maybe a little, and like maybe too inappropriate or explicit for you or whatever, but I just hate how they feel the need to constantly remind you about sorry about my keyboard. I hope that isn't disturbing. But yeah, it just gets frustrating. It's like, we know what we're getting into. Like, you don't have to constantly remind us. I wish there was an option to turn it off. Like, I can understand, like, maybe the first time, like, you click a video that's age restricted. I can understand it warning you the first time, but it doesn't have to warn us every fucking time. Like, goodness, we're adults here. We know what we're getting into.
I am so fucking angry for no reason.
It's Daniel Plotagon. I clicked on another video I thought was age restricted, but I guess I was wrong. But yeah. Now, when you're on your phone, like, it's a little bit different, like I said. It doesn't feel the need to constantly remind you about, like, every single age restricted video, but there might be, like, certain videos that are, like, a little, even more like serious, I guess you can say. But sometimes like it'll like certain videos on your phone, it will remind you like twice. Like you have to click 2 pop-ups. So some people may have like a debate or whatever of which is worse. Like, you know, on like, if you're watching it on a console, like it reminds you every time, but it doesn't remind you twice before clicking on a video, like twice in a row. But on your phone, it does remind you twice in a row, but not for every age-restricted videos, just for certain ones. Like I said, I kind of get it, like, and I understand, like, maybe having it, like, the first time, but it's frustrating when it comes up every single fucking time. I wish YouTube had an option to turn it off. We got a new CEO, like, not too long ago, like, what, a couple of weeks ago? I really hope he makes these changes. Neil, I think his name is, but it's not spelled the standard Neil. It's spelled Neal instead of Neil. But yeah, I digress. Sorry, I'm a little flimsy. But yeah. I just freaking hate that. Like, especially like, let's say, especially if you're watching, if you want to just watch a playlist uninterrupted, but that freaking pop-up keeps interrupting you. It's very annoying. You see, this is what I mean by YouTube is a daycare center. Like, it treats us like we're fucking children. I know some people are children, but number one, it wouldn't even let them watch the video unless they created an account and lied about their age. And I'll admit, I did that before I turned 18. I have done that because if you're not even 18, it won't even let you watch the video to begin with. And that's kind of stupid too. Like, you can have a YouTube account when you're 13. So if you can have your own account when you're 13, then I think the age restriction should be 13 instead of 18. But yeah, I do remember vaguely having to create a YouTube account too, but before I turned 18, which I finally did turn 18 on June 9th, 2026. Or not 2026. 2016. I was born in 1998, so yeah. If it was 2026, unfortunately, I would still have 3 years left, but no, that was a mistake. 2016 is what I meant to say. But yeah, it shouldn't treat us like we're freaking children. We know what we're getting into. And for all the children that are under 13, they should be on YouTube Kids. If YouTube Kids exists for a reason. YouTube Kids is for, you know, people who, like, you know, 12 and under, whereas the regular YouTube is for 13 and up. So yeah, but I really wish they had an option to turn that off. At least. I hate how it's forced on us. Neil, please, please, please add an option to turn it off. Please prove that you're better than Susan Wojcicki. Please. Anyway, and like, there were 3 main points I wanted to talk about. I don't know if there are any more that I'm missing. But you know, the points were COPPA, age restriction warnings, and my next one will be monetization. It's so freaking hard to get monetized on YouTube nowadays. Now, I will never get monetized on YouTube. You know, I don't really care to. I'm not even eligible to get monetized yet. I mean, I do have over 1,000 subscribers on a channel that has long since been abandoned, but number one, I don't even know that password. So it's not like I can just sign in and get monetized. And number two, it just feels weird going back to an old abandoned channel. Especially because I was so young and cuckoo back then. But yeah, like, have you ever, like, if you had, like, a channel from a long time ago when you were younger, have you ever just looked at it and, like, just cringed? Ugh. Yep, that's me. So I'd rather not go back on that channel, even if I did know the password. I mean, it would be tempting, but I would probably ultimately choose not to. That's why I left it to begin with, is for some reason I couldn't sign in anymore. Plus, it had my brother's password tied into it, and I think he would get an email, like, he would get emails from that channel. Don't ask how my brother's password got tied into it, because I don't know. But yeah, anyway, yeah. I don't really care to get monetized on YouTube. You know, I just do YouTube for fun. I've never really seen YouTube as a cash grab. I'm planning on going a different route. As some of you know, I plan on being an author. But yeah, I'm mostly sad for people like Daniel and possibly my friend Ashton, because they want to make money off of YouTube. Well, Ashton, he hasn't started yet, but I'll get into him more a little bit later. But Daniel, on the other hand, like, you know, he wants to make money. He wants to make a living off of being a polygonist. Yeah, he has another dream job, which is being a mechanic, specifically for motorcycles, I think. But his other dream job is to be a polygonist. You know, he wants to make money off of his Polygon videos. But unfortunately, I don't think he's eligible for monetization. I think he tried to get monetized once, but his application, or whatever you call it, got declined, unfortunately. And it just makes me sad, because I love the thought of him making a living off of his Polygon videos, because no one knows how to make Polygon videos like he does. You know, he's a good director, he's a good editor, he's a good writer. Even I wish I could come up and write the way he does. Like, he's just very creative. Like, you have to have a special kind of brain to come up with the stuff he does. But unfortunately, like, I think it was like back in like July or August. I think, like I said, he tried to get like, I think what it was he tried to get monetized, but it got rejected. Unless I am misunderstanding and there was like some other YouTube nonsense, but I think it was him trying to get monetized, but got declined, unfortunately. And it makes me really fucking sad, because I really want him to make money off of that. Like, it would be so good for him. He could have double income. He could have like his mechanic job that he wants, where he like goes out and like actually goes out. That way he's not at home all the time. He can go out to be with people, do some hard work on like motorcycles and whatnot. Then he can come home and relax and make Ploticon videos. Like, he has like 2 different types of jobs that he loves, and he's getting double income. Like, he would have it made, but unfortunately, he's having a hard time getting monetized. But I really freaking hope he does soon. So what if his videos are inappropriate? YouTube is not a daycare center. As long as he's not like doing anything that like violates the community guidelines. Like, I think people should get monetized if they're not, like I said, as long as he's not doing anything that violates the community, like, you know, any community guidelines. I think he should be eligible for monetization. But here's hoping he gets monetized soon, because he freaking deserves it. And then as for my friend Ashton, he's thinking about creating his own animation series, like a web show or a webtoon or whatever. I don't know the difference between web shows and webtoons. I think they're kind of the same thing, but I could be wrong. And like, and from like what he has demonstrated in like in the development of his character so far, like, it could get pretty explicit, you know, teen rated, even like adult rated. So, yeah. He may not, so there is a chance where he may have a hard time getting monetized as well. But who knows? There are a lot of, like, you know, adult cartoon, like, adult web series out there that do get monetized still. So who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky and he won't have to deal with the struggles. But yeah, the point is, YouTube is just soft. Oh yeah, and another thing I want to talk about is a video of mine got taken down for hate speech. It was my Buy the Pitches video. It got taken down. Why? Like I said, for hate speech. And it had nothing to do with hate speech. That's another thing. YouTube like takes down videos that are harmless, but videos, you know, somehow there's videos out there that actually bully others and otherwise violate community guidelines. They stay up. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Luckily, I didn't get a community guideline strike, I don't think, but sometimes when videos get taken down, you don't always get a strike. Just a warning, I guess. But yeah, if you're wondering why, if anyone out there has been wondering about my Buy the Pitches video, it wasn't because of me taking it down. It was because of YouTube taking it down. And it says it was because for hate speech, even though I wasn't discriminating against any freaking group. You know what I think? There are two particular reasons why I think it could have got taken down. One of them is a little less likely, but I still wouldn't doubt. One was because I put Susan Wojcicki in the negative part of the video, but that's not, I don't know if I'd consider that hate speech, because she didn't really belong to a particular group. And then, the other reason, was because I put Osama bin Laden, which I think it could have been that, because he's a Muslim, and I guess they thought I was hating on Muslims, which I wasn't. I just put that particular Muslim on the video. I wasn't, it's not like I was saying Muslims in general were bad. I was just saying that particular one was bad. But apparently, someone, I don't know if it was some bitch who reported my video, or if it was Susan, or if it was someone on the YouTube team, but apparently someone is an SJW. And just because I put a person that belongs to a particular group, that doesn't mean I'm hating on the group in general. There's a difference between hating a particular person from a group and hating on the group in general. Now, if I were to put Muslims in general, just the word, just Muslims, not any particular ones, but just in general, then that would have been hate speech. But put in a particular one who's notorious anyway, how the hell is that considered hate speech? You know what I mean? People hate Osama bin Laden with a burning passion, but doesn't mean they hate all Muslims. Unless they're stereotypical, but I'm not like that. But yep. Bottom line, COPPA, it has brought YouTube on its knees. Age restriction is executed extremely poorly. Monetization is too fucking hard to do for a lot of people. And they take down the wrong videos. It's just a mess. I'm hoping this new CEO, the Neil guy, or however his name's pronounced, it would be awesome if he could clean up Susan Wojcicki's bullshit. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. This wasn't really supposed to be about YouTube in general. I might do another video where I talk about how I miss the old YouTube, but this was mostly about YouTube being soft and taking down the wrong videos. It's funny, you think videos, which there are videos out there that should be taken down that aren't. I don't get it. You would think with how soft, how woke, or whatever, how child-friendly YouTube is, you think YouTube would freaking take down actual videos that violate community guidelines. You'd think they'd be taken down in a heartbeat. But no. Hell, there are videos that I've tried to report, but they're still up. And it's just like, do your fucking job, guys. Luckily, there was a video that got taken down that should have been taken down. Like, they got it right for once. It was a video of, I'm not mentioning any names, but Green Ethan, you probably know what I'm talking about. Some bitch was trying to make false claims about me. But luckily, that video got taken down. Anyway, but yeah, that's good at least, but they should do this for all videos. Like, leave the videos alone that aren't actually violating any guidelines and focus on taking down the videos that are. That's probably why a lot of actually bad videos stay up, because they're too busy focusing on the videos that aren't even bad. Like, no, focus on the videos that actually violate guidelines, you know, that actually have hate speech and that actually cyberbully other users. Anyway, yeah, I really hope this rigmarole gets fixed one of these days. I'm gonna go ahead and go now, guys.